All right, next up on the block, we have for you Archie at Riverdale High. This is number 25 in that series. And we're going to show you that front cover. We'll show you the back cover. And then I'm going to show you, as we often do, I'm going to let the light shine on all of this cover right here. Why do we do that? Well, if you were here in the gallery with us, you would want to look at this, make sure that you pick it up, touch it, get a real good idea of every little nook and cranny. So, for example, this little crease, that little imperfection right up here, any flaws, you'd want to take a good look at the spine and the staples. And since you're not here to be able to do that, we're going to do the next best thing for you. So I'm going to let this light shine all over it here. We're going to wiggle jiggle up and down the comic book so you can see every little last nook and cranny. We're going to do that on the back as well. That way you can use your opinion. You can certainly take my word for it as to what condition this is in, but I would much rather you use your expertise, your knowledge, your opinion on determining what goes best in your collection. So there we've seen the front and back covers. I'm also going to show you just a few of the interiors. Why do we do that? Well, we do that in order to let you see the quality and condition of the pages. You can judge what color these are, if it's white, off-white, cream, brown, whatever it is that you judge this to be. Why take my word for it when you can use yours? You're also going to see if there's any major issues with the staples, which we don't see in this one. If there's any kind of water damage which would come through, oftentimes it's at the staples as well, and sometimes in and around here. Sometimes, especially with these books that were originally designed for the younger crowd, you'll sometimes have writing. Any of the puzzles might be done. You'll sometimes have pieces cut out, like this little ticket, this little coupon. Sometimes those will be missing, and you'll have an opportunity to see that. Luckily, none of that's the case. And then often you'll see, one, any damage to this cover comes out better on the back, and two, on the splash, you'll see a lot better the condition of the staples. If there's any separation, which there is not in this one, or if young Johnny back in the day would have written his name or her name on this comic. So there you see it. Now you have the next best thing to be in here. We're going to move on to number 26 of Archie at Riverdale High. We'll show you that front cover, of course. Then we'll show you the back cover, that pretty cool Converse Sears advertisement. And again, we'll show you all the light. We'll let the light do the talking. We do these in high definition video. It gets downscaled a little bit by the time it reaches you, but for the most part, we start this off at 4K, so you can stop, rewind, zoom in, see exactly what you need to see, and know to your completion, your satisfaction, what it is that you're going to be getting in your collection. So we'll do the same on the back. Let that light wiggle jiggle all the way around it. If there's things that I really see right away, I'll try to point them out. But for the most part, you'll be able to look for yourself. And then, of course, again, a couple of pages. We don't do them all for obvious reasons, but we do show you at least that front splash. Looking pretty good all around. A nice readable copy for your collection. Archie at Riverdale High, number 32, is next up on the block here. This is from January of 1976. It is a 25 center. We'll show you that front cover. We'll show you, of course, the back cover with those fruit pies. I love those commercials or advertisements. And then I'm going to let that light tell its tale. Go all the way along here, see what's going on. Yeah, looking pretty good. I don't know, something about the circle in the middle and the folks here reminds me of Sgt. Pepper's cover. You can see a little bit of crease right here. It breaks color, or at least seems to. Surprisingly, the spine doesn't have a bunch of ticking, but it, of course, is slightly off. And the staples look pretty good. We'll do the same on the back. And then we'll just jump right in, show you just a few. Obviously, we can't, for many reasons, show you all of the interiors, but we'll show you just a few to get an idea of what it is that you're going to get. Moving on to number 34 right here from Archie. This is Archie at Riverdale High. Same year, 1976, but it's March. And by then there was a price increase. We were at 30 cents. And we'll show you that light. It will tell you the story of this comic book. So now you know, you can see all along right here. I like it when it's darker like this because it really lets you see. It really makes pop any kind of flaws or imperfections. We'll flip it over on the back, see what there is to see right there. Not too shabby. Pretty good condition for 40 some odd years old. Closer to 50, I suppose. And there you have it. Finally, we have Archie at Riverdale High, number 38. Little issue right there at the number. Some issues right here, but we'll show you that front cover. We'll show you that back cover. We'll move it a little bit. And then we'll jump right into it. So you can see, as we wiggle jiggle down the front, we'll wiggle jiggle the back. And a few of the interiors as we see whatever hijinks is going on at Riverdale. Looking pretty good right here. And that's going to do it. This is Archie at Riverdale High, number 38.